Anish, congratulations. You've just beaten Jordan. And what a surprise. I mean, that must have been in the end, seeing how the game was going.
No, for sure. I mean, I saw this trick from a very, very, very far away. In fact, the start of the sequence where I went rook e4, I calculated the entire thing. I thought queen c3, then I was calculating a4, and then some knight c5. And then I saw that I have rook c8, so that's why he has to take on e4 first, and then he has queen c3. So I sort of saw the sequence like very, very long time ago, and this trick. But I just, like sort of I am like, sometimes you have certain feeling, during the game. You have like the levels of adrenaline maybe are like different depending on your position. Sometimes, you're good position, bad position. Sometimes it's tense. And but somehow the way I felt inside, it was very calm because position is so safe for both players. And I was and then suddenly I'm winning, and it happened like in one move. Like I was not ready to regroup,
What went through your mind when you saw Queen C3 appear on the board?
I was very happy, but I just couldn't, usually you get gradually happy, right? Like you're slowly outplaying your opponent, you see some hopes, but here it happened from one moment to another. Like I didn't think of anything, although, because especially I thought he will do something something like knight g5 somewhere where we trade on e3 and we get this endgame, which is so drawish. I mean, I'm not even claiming maybe I'm comfortable, but I'm not supposed to claim that I'm playing for a win or anything. He has so many ways to play the entire position. It's just very equal. It's just extremely drawish also, and the margin for error is like gigantic. You can make 10 inaccuracies. It will be only slightly worse. So somehow and also it's so unfortunate for him that it is just completely lost. I first thought, okay, probably there is maybe I saw it's good for me, but I thought maybe, there's a way for him to give up a pawn or like something like this. And then I saw this queen f6 move, and he's just completely winning. It's very, very odd that it is like this in chess, that in the classical game that it happens. Just very odd because I was not really ready for it, but I should be very happy. Yeah.
Yes, sure, it should be. Let's talk about the opening. I'm sure when you picked the French, you were hoping to get maybe a more fighting position than what you got.
No, it's not necessarily. It's kind of funny that this position, it feels in one way if you get it from the Petrov, and it feels very different if you get it from the French. So getting it from the French was much better than getting it from the Petrov. I was not worried because I know the line very well via Petrov, but I was thinking it would be a bit unfortunate if he had prepared this against the Petrov anyway. So then my surprise of the French, which I just played to promote my lifetime repertoire of chess, of course, because people always, they always are like, okay, you're made all these courses, but what about the French? Yeah, like you never played the French. Like what's up with the French? And sometimes, okay, finally it was the moment. But we got this Petrov position, and okay, it's good. I knew he could do this, so I didn't prepare it for today. I prepared it for when I played the Petrov, and you can play this bishop e7. It was kind of funny idea because you sort of lose sometimes two tempi because sometimes you go the bishop back to d6, but this move queen e2, which is extra, it's maybe also bad because maybe the queen has to go back to d1. So then you will also end up losing the two tempi, and you transpose to the normal line. So I had this idea of going bishop e7 as one of the options, but again, it's just so drawish. I don't know, like it's a kind of miracle that there is some sort of a tactic in the position.
You have all these side quests, the dinner challenge, promoting the courses, but now the main quest is back on because...
Title Tuesday, you mean, is coming up. Yeah, no, I feel like I'm one of the favorites now for the upcoming Title Tuesday. I feel in good form.
Tomorrow, I don't know, I've lost track of which day of the week it even is. Now it's coming up.
Not Tuesday,
no. But tomorrow, the last round, Sunday, you have 7.5. Did you look at the other games that are ongoing? Because I think it might be good news.
Suddenly, I have every year 7.5. Like, what? Why is it suddenly?
Of
course. Yeah. No, of course. Of course, I had dreams of, hopes of this because things happen like that, and of course, I was hoping that somehow miraculously I'll win today, and another back maybe will lose, which he seems to be doing, right? I think he's on his way too because Videt's playing very well, and there could be a very big share of the lead tomorrow, I think. And now...
Would you be looking forward to a massive playoff?
I don't know what the rules are for the massive playoff actually.
Yeah, it's tricky.
I don't think there will be. Okay, there could be playoff. I don't know how massive, because many of these players are going to be looking to win the game. Okay, it doesn't mean that they'll manage, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's interesting whether the playoff will happen on +4 or on +3, and also whether it will happen at all. We'll see. In any case, I have an interesting game coming up with Max. The pressure is on me because he's going to arrive to the game having lost 4 games in a row. And at some point, like it's the statistics. Everybody knows statistics that if you keep losing, at some point the chances of you not losing they get higher and higher. So yeah, it will be interesting.
That matchup against Max, you are playing your 2 countrymen in the last round, so you mentioned the pressure. What's your score like against Max? What's your history?
Actually, I think I only played him this year, but I played him in the championship, and he surprised me with very, very strong play. I knew he's a good player, of course, but I played kind of 2 decent games, I felt, but he just played really, really well. And I knew him well, but I didn't realize that he's improved that much. And
didn't you guys work together?
Yeah. At first we started working when he was, I think, international master, and I knew that he's going to be grandmaster very soon, and he became grandmaster in no time. I thought it was remarkable. I was talking about chess with him, and I couldn't believe that his rating is like under 2500 and he's not a grandmaster. I just couldn't believe it. I thought this is absolutely unbelievable. How can that be not a grandmaster? If that's not a grandmaster, then what is a grandmaster? And I wasn't surprised at all that he was making progress. But it seems that he sometimes plays really well, but it seems that it's not always the case because he lost a lot of games here, and he's in some way unstable. We'll see what kind of game we'll get tomorrow. It could be that he'll play great, but it could also be that he'll not play great. So we'll find out. I also sometimes don't play great. So we'll see what will happen.
What is your preparation tonight going to look like? Tomorrow we start 2 hours earlier. Do you just prepare for the Max game, or do you take a look at some potential openings in case of a playoff?
No. That would be insane to prepare for playoff. It's very wrong. No, of course I have to focus on my game against Max. And again, I don't know. I have a feeling the chance for playoffs is very high, but I don't know how it is going to happen. So it's kind of an interesting statistical puzzle, what the odds are of a playoff, because they must be very high because there are all sorts of ways in which you can get it. And much fewer scenarios where you don't. So we'll. Maybe not. It's hard to say. It's interesting. In any case, we'll see. You have.
What's your prediction?
Yeah, it's a very tough call to make because, of course, it is also not unlikely that just one player will win, and it can be any of these players. Also, we don't know how Gukesh's game will finish because if he wins today, he's half point ahead, which will make playoff probably less likely. But I don't know. In any case, I have to focus on my classical game, and I think my trainer said that good tournament is one where by the last round you have chances for the first place. So it's been a good tournament.
Anish, congrats again and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.